Okay, Swinnerton stands in the goal square alone. Only two players anywhere near him. Back goes up and wins the hit down for North Geelong. Thumps it towards Alford. He overran the footy. Here's the chance off the ground goes Bellwood. Good kick too off the ground Bellwood. Down to 1.5 forward. Out comes Jevanovic. Can't pick it up. It's taken away by Big Manson down there. Kicks the ball back towards the centre of the ground and a mark to North Geelong.
And away they go through the agency of that 29 jersey for the Magpies in Jamie Marnie. A lovely pass and a good lead too, completed by the skipper in Darryl Jones, and Jones now an opportunity to increase the Magpies points Cookie, because at the present time they do need many goals.
He has to kick this. They're 4 goals down. He needs to kick this one early stages, third quarter.
Yeah, this is the one they need. There's no doubt about that, but he's missed it by the looks of it.
Actually drifting across the face of goal. Might be touched off hands. We'll put that down as 1 point only to Sid Jones, as we see Greg Cockrell coming back on. I spoke to Darryl Bissett at half-time. He said he was injured when he came off Greg Cockrell, but he would be back, and straight away he's back on the ground as coming off the player there is Dave Cullen.
He's been quite a prime mover for the Devils. Has gone up a 20 jersey. Greg Cockrell, as we wait now.
This is Ian Cockrell going to kick the ball in from the full-back position. They bury it down there. Ian Cockrell puts the foot into it. Doesn't get a lot of distance up towards Marsh. He goes up with the fist but can't take the mark. Runs past the Marsh. Here comes St. Janev. Knocks the ball in front of him cleverly for a big fella. Back goes into the hand for North Geelong. Pick up a little hand pass out towards the boundary line. It's gone over the line out of bounds before Ian Cockrell can gather in those trusty mitts of his. And right for the interchange players come on and off the ground. The boundary umpire, Aaron Little, is going to put it back into play.
Yes, and put it into play he does too. It's a lovely throw in. Looks there for the big fellas flying high. Was back likewise. Subjective comes to ground. Cousins very busy for the Devils. Punts it up to half forward. But a good strong mark taken there by the 37 jersey, Ivan Pastovic.
Pastovic now. Pastovic comes away with the left foot towards Bellwood. Can't take the mark on the second bite. Back plays like the Rover, gets the hand pass across to a teammate. Tony Spence sells the dummy. Blind turns. Passes it a half forward. Lovely pass. Tony Spence just coming out. Swinnerton takes the mark. Go back and have a shot, son. Oh, he wants to play on too quickly. Has he cleared the packet? Bouncing. Touched off hand. Poor play. Swinnerton was well within kicking distance. Should have gone back and drilled it. Tassie.
Yeah, I like that move though of him to full forward. I think it's a beauty. I think he's obviously been quite. He's a good target for them down there, and if he gets the ball as he showed then, he's always going to be a chance from anywhere around that 50-metre area.
Should have gone back and kicked the goal for mine. The kicking comes out. Here's the chance of playing like a rover. Big Spence grabs it. Has a flying left foot shot in towards the goal now. Oh, read it off the play shot. Can he pick it up? Have a flying shot. Tackled off the ground. Swinnerton. Wait on this and hit the post.
Oh, dearie.
Oh, 1 point only.
Tap on from Swinnerton, Ronnie. Yeah, great tap on, but there's a little bit of aloofness about our friends at Tim Aloofness? Yeah. Okay, aloofness. A certain goal gone begging there for the North Geelong side.
The player should have kicked the goal. Sean Hoskins had every chance, but he couldn't get the foot to it. And it's a kick out the half-back. And they're going to come away through Cockrell. Corio goes out wide, looking for Dave McKinnon. Can't take the mark. Tries to thump it over his nut. Doesn't do so. Chance for North Geelong. Can they get the ball into the centre? They can. Little kick towards centre half forward. Coming out of the bench. Who's this? Is this Superman? Adam Kidd. He's going to Jimmy Onturk. How's the ball now? Rode the boat beautifully. Got the hand pass to McKinnon, who battled up and gave his support down towards Boothroyd. It's deep into attack for Corio. Push forward. Corio a chance to score a goal here through Manson. Can't pick it up. Tackled. Oh, got one in the head that time. Head and shoulder it was. In they go. Etridge at the bottom of the pack. Hand passes out to Ian Cockrell. He throws it on the right foot. Has a flying shot. Won't make the distance and get him back. Taking a mark. Stewie Harbin right alongside the point post. And that was fast and furious, Brainy.
It certainly was cooking. Stewie Harbin was last line of the fence for the Pies. Kicks it out wide. Looking there for Banks. Simon Banks doesn't let him down and takes a lovely mark. Half back out of side Western Oval. Goes up there looking for Bellwood. Tried the one hand but he couldn't take it. The ball swept out wide. Now breaking clear was Marnie on the right foot. Looks to centre half forward. Darren Scott couldn't take it, but now they Corio boys break clear. Cullen had the kick well smothered. Jovanovic, good football. Scott butters up. Back over the top to Holscott. Away the Pies go. And Spence hunts it up to Swinnerton. Didn't take the mark. Gee, the big leap was there. But he couldn't hold the leather as play continues out there on that outside forward pocket. Free kick for North Geelong.
Oh, it's been a free kick here. North Geelong.
Swinnerton thought he had it, Cookie. Gee, they look better, don't they, dude? What more purpose would you have someone to kick the ball to?
And he's leading hard to get in.
But it says they've only kicked 2 points. They look to it. They don't run looking races. They've kicked 2 points. They've got to kick goals.
They're going to get one here, Cookie. There's Alfred Marks.
Well, Alfred not paid the mark as we see Darren Shelley now break clear for the Corio Devils. The kick, a poor one, but buttering up, working hard there was Cullen. No, it wasn't. It was O'Toole. Mick O'Toole lost the footy. The ball now kicked off the carpet. Bellwood, an opportunity for the Tide, but the loose ball just waddles over the boundary line. 40 metres from the North Geelong goal. 4.5 minutes gone in this third and final quarter of football. On the Taco scoreboard, we see North Geelong 6-14-50, trailing Corio 11-5-71.
Danny Van Ranroy puts the ball back in the play over the top, right beyond Turk, grabs it, sharks it well, punches towards the centre of the ground, Burns is up and can't mark. At the back of the pack, a chance for Skoko now playing it 10.5 back, gets it across to Burns, little kick from Burns in towards half forwards, ineffective, up, it goes back, knocks the ball on the ground, here's the chance, Jones gets the hand pass to Bellwood, Bellwood fires it long, over the top of the pack, goal coming up, who wants to kick it?
Well,
I think you'll find Tony Spencer's got it.
Well, Sean Hoskin just about shirt front of Tony Spencer kicked that one.
Whoa, it's a goal though, it's a goal to North Geelong, they're back in business, Brady. I told you they don't run looking race, if those were looking good, you got to kick goals. Spencer's bob one.
You can't go out till you get dressed, son. They were just getting dressed and now they're going out. They're back on the track. Ronnie, I think they've picked the momentum up. They're hitting the ball hard and they seem to have a lot more run than they had in that previous second quarter.
11-5-71 on the board of Corio. North Geelong fight back 7-14-56 and we've got 6 minutes to the third quarter. Brought to you by Taco top of the hill in Mirabel Street.
Third and final quarter. We have got hot ties at the present time. Devils, their spikes are a bit blood at the minute. Bellwood punts it to Schwennerson. Good work there. Shelley came out strongly for the Devils. As we see now, pack of players have formed. Door Shelley back in there again. Good football, Darren Shelley. Goes straight for the boundary line. And we'll see her throw in some 45 metres from the North Geelong goal, who are pretty well pumped up at the present time, David Cook.
Good year for Darren Shelley too, Ronnie. A part-time senior player at Anarchy last year. He's made the full-back and centre back post his own throw-in. Goes to Orford. Over the back of the pack, gives it to Marty. Marty bangs with the right foot. Don't tell me he's bobbed it. Bang, bang, bang. Yes, sirree. North Geelong come back as Jamie Marty. Well played, Orford. Had a quiet day. Took it out of the air beautifully. Hand pass to the run of Marty, and Marty made no mistake.
That was good play by Marty Cookie because he's tagging Nevada Cornwell. Nevada Cornwell took him from the wing to the forward pocket, and as he followed him down, he was able to pick that one off the pack and put it through. So if a tagger can do that, that's where the game will be turned around, Ronnie.
Certainly can, Tassie, and that will be interesting to see what happens to the remainder of this third and final quarter. North Geelong now coming back. 8-14-62. Trail Corio 11-5-71. We've got 9 points and a real ball game here in the second semi at the Western Oval.
Back to the centre, up goes back versus Sam Jenny. Back wins it down. Chance for Greg Cockerell back on the ground. Can't handle it. Nor Tucanoo. Cockerell with persistence picks it up. Punt kicks wide towards half-forward flank. Looking out there for the batter. Edridge can't gather it because it's gone over the line out of bounds on the full. He had no chance of getting that one. Cockerell did well, but the kick was ineffective. And a free kick coming up to North Geelong.
The ball now, out there at half-back, goes short the lead to Jeff Marnie, put it on right, comes in now, kicks it long to centre-half forward, the floating kick, Neil Alford, sits back at the back of the pack, better judgment and takes a great mark.
Been a good move, Ronnie, that one I like, Swinnerson at full forward.
Here comes Alford, looking for Swinnerson, up and kick out, mark the ball on this occasion, not further afield, here's a chance, they're looking to be panicking a bit down there, Ian Cockerell didn't know what to do with it, the kick was smothered off his boot, it's a 10.5 forward at the present time to the North Geelong side, Shelley standing like a rock in defence, he goes up, surely could have given away the free kick, the play by the umpire, as Dave McKinnon's got better pace on the ground, McKinnon picks it up, punt kicks up towards half forward, pushed off the ball there, North Geelong player received the free kick, advantage was paid that time, as coming around, it was no advantage at all because coming around the boundary line, Deanberg gathered it, but he's under pressure, and I didn't think good umpire on that occasion. He was always going to be in stride there, Deanberg, and he's put it over the line and out of bounds on the full, and Dave McKinnon will take the free kick at defensive side centre wing.
In the long Lee Guernsey too. He must be really producing Dave McKinnon. There's a great mark. Simon back at half-back. Goes short. There's good lead. Jeff Marnie. Oh, foolish hand pass. Played on and Villano Sensitive on the mark. Comes in and taps it. Oh, he stopped before the whistle was blown. And that's sacrilege.
Well, he did very well there, Vlado. He smothered the hand pass well, pushed it forward some 20 metres, just needed to bounce right for him, Ronnie. It didn't bounce right for him.
Stop cooking until the whistle blows.
It went off his boot and out of bounds on the full. That's why he stopped. And the free kick goes here to Marnie. Marnie punt kicks towards centre wing. Up goes Greg Cockerell. Can't mark on this occasion. Hand pass from Burns is inoffensive because it lands in the arms, near the ankles, I might add, too, of Onturk, who picks it up sweetly. Kicks towards half forward. But here comes Skoko out of defence. And Skoko's got 2 goals. He's playing centre half back now. Punt kicks long. Out comes Manson. Gets the hand pass over the top. Corio away. The kick goes towards Marsh. He can't handle it. Went too far for him. Malcolm Keys back there. The hand pass across to Skoko. Skoko gives it across to a teammate. And they're out of defence. And they're playing well. They're going with the flow now. And the North Geelong Magpies.
They certainly are cooking. Neil Elford really having a red-hot go too. Takes the footy. The hand pass, though, not a real good one. And Mickey O'Toole there cuts off that pass of... I think you'll find that was Swinnerton. No, it's not Swinnerton. Yeah, but it's good football, Mickey O'Toole. Sees the ball out of bounds and with a throw in 35, 40 metres from the North Geelong goal. Packer plays off form now. Pretty untidy stuff as we see now. Breaking clear was... that looks like Dave Cullen. Good football to Jimmy Onturk, who kicks long. But Skoko, and that's what he does. Goes to Eves, who goes short. Good football, North Geelong. And the skipper, off he goes at half forward.
And here comes Jones, balling up on the right foot. A long kick by Jones. It's into the take the goal. Umpire's paid a free kick. And the goal, North Geelong goal. One of the goal umpire's decision here. I don't think it cleared the pack. But it's a free kick to North Geelong, and I think as it's Swinnerton going to pick himself up and take this one.
It's Jovanovic.
Why doesn't the umpire ask the question of the goal umpire, was it a goal, sir?
The goal umpire was ready to give it the old player too, Ronnie. You're right there.
Bad umpiring on this occasion. Simon
Doesn't matter. Jovanovic won't miss from here.
Well,
he's been a handy player, Ivan Jovanovic.
See, they've gone from looking very, very slow in the last 15 minutes of that second quarter to looking as fast as lightning, Ronnie.
Yeah, they're very pumped up.
Jovanovic kicks the goals at 3 points the difference now. What a fight back. North Geelong, Dick Philpott, he'll be happy. The Magpies are back in town.
30 Dick will be bursting. Dick Philpott and, well, those fabulous Magpies are running red on here at the Western Oval. They've kicked their 9th goal here this afternoon at the 12.5, 13-minute mark of that third and final quarter. North Geelong 9-14, 68 now. Trail with Maleo by 3 points.
Goldwood comes out of the centre. Goldwood comes out. The centre goes on the half-back flank. Jovanovic into the middle. So they're going 1 short on that forward line again.
Okay. Back to the centre. Hill bounces down. Lovely bounce. Gives the Ruckman a chance. Back wins it. Straight to Cousins, who comes out of the centre. They need a goal. Corio to send the fly. Skoko streams out of centre half. Back takes the mark. Plays on immediately. Long kick. They're playing on at all costs now, North Geelong. Down towards half forward. Up the way. Comes back towards McKinnon. He's pushed in the back as he kicks. The ball tumbles towards the boundary line. Well, the boundary throw in wide on the centre wing.
Looks like when Marsh goes off the ball, Bellwood goes with him, and then Jovanovic goes in. So the tag looks like it's still there, although Marnie's now tagging Novara Cornwell.
Okay, back there down to the throw in outer side centre wing. Jovanovic and I should say Timjib and back it was. That got a beautiful tap down and the shark there by Elford at half forward. Ooh, got me a little high. And just be careful, Craig Eves. He's got the free kick. Then he kept on gave his opponent a little bit of treatment there and just trying to pick up that player on the mark. It looks like the leader of the band, Darryl McNamara.
McNamara. Here comes Eves. Right foot kick. North Geelong are on the ball. He punt kicks it long. No one able to take the mark in the forward zone. Picked up here by the 32. Scott has a little left foot kick and smothered off the boot. Out of defence comes Corio. Out towards half-back. The ball bouncing. Well, it's in for Jovanovic. In goes McKinnon. Lays a crude tackle. Not penalised by the umpire on that occasion. They're stacking on top of the footy and the umpire's got no choice this time, Brony, but the ball up right half forward, sitting into the ground. And the scoreboard shows 71 to Corio, 68 to North Geelong. A big turnaround in the third quarter and he's going to forward up half forward flank. North Geelong in attack.
And the turnarounds come in the agency of Skoko to centre half back and Alfred to centre half forward.
Good call, Tassie Hodgson and Jeff Marnie's had a bit to do in this term too. He punts it up to half forward. Jimmy Onturk doing battle now with Neil Alford. Onturk kicks it off the carpet, but there's nobody home for the Corio side. Picking it up now, having a bounce. Darren Scott sold the dummy sweetly on the left foot, shoots a goal. Don't tell me he's kicked.
Oh,
yes,
Betty!
great goal, Darren Scott. Darren Scott kicked his first, and well, he's put North Geelong in front at the. Let's have a look. 14.5-minute mark of this third and final quarter on the Targo Bill.
Okay, at the MCG, it's all happening. Footscray leads 121-96 North Melbourne, but it's a fight back by Carlton and a fight back by Sydney. They're very, very close. 102 plays 99.
Thanks very much, Shane. North Geelong here at Western Oval now. 10-14-74 lead. Corio 11-5-71.
The Magpies are flying, but up goes St. Janivan, knocks the ball to the ground. Cousins comes out of it. Long kick towards. Boot right up. Can't mark. Well done. Harvin knocked the ball away. Swampy Marsh swoops on. Crane high in the tackle. Play on the call. They stack in on top of it. It's in a half forward for Corio. Can they get it out of the bench here? Oh, player missed the ball there. Boyle's a chance back there for Corio. But North Geelong have the numbers. They're going to run this out of the bench with a little kick. Only as far as Dave McKinnon, who grabs it at half forward. Hand passes to Cullen. Takes it back. Blind turns in all sorts of trouble. Got the hand pass away. Malcolm Key intercepts well. Could have been a free kick there to a Corio player.
Cookie like that. It's gone.
Oh, okay. We'll take it, Brian. You must have done something wrong.
Alfredo defends simply for the North Geelong Pies and goes wide and finds a young Scott out there at centre wing, checks it long up there looking for Tony Spence offhand. Neil Alford picks it up quickly and kicks looking for Schwedderson. He can't trap it, but now Darren Shelley turns for the Crows side and goes short. Mickey O'Toole should have taken that one. Couldn't do so. Butters up well. Now feeds off. Good support, Jimmy on Turk. But I think you'll find the umpire said, mate, play on. Advantage is paid. As we see that on Turk now punts in the centre half forward. Boyle couldn't take it. Back in the pack. Shane Byrne. Oh, hit Red Cockrell strongly. Well.
Ball goes back to the centre. Eddie Cockrell over. Roddy's still shaking for that bump to Burns. He handed out. Bellwood taps the ball across the back. Who fires up the hand pass there to Ivan Joe Bell. It goes down the ground. Mark taken down. He might be Spencer on the side of the mark. It's Swedderson. Swedderson goes. Bang. Long left foot kick way offline. Out of bounds on the full. Poor kick by Schwedderson on that occasion. And whilst the move is working, he should be capitalising a bit more on the hard work of his teammates up the field.
Yeah, you're spot on there, Cookie, but obviously they've picked up the momentum a little bit, and that momentum is forcing players to just work a little bit quicker. Maybe you're right, he should have steadied down and have a long kick at the big one.
Adam Kent kicks the ball out of the bench. He's looking for McNamara, who's given away the free kick to Spence. Spence plays on immediately, fires it on the left foot, has a flying shot at the goal mouth. It's a mark down here to North Geelong, I think. He goes tip the ball backwards to Swedderson, who now marks in the pocket and might well get 50 if Shelley's not very, very good. Careful. Swedderson wants to play on. Shelley won't let him. And the umpire won't let him either, and Swedderson's going to come back and have the shot.
I think it's just as well for Shelley. The umpire didn't let him. I think he'll kick this one, Cookie.
Well, he's
taking the time that Cookie's asking for.
On that loping left foot, he's arcing the ball from right to left. That's what he needs to do this time. And that's exactly what he's done, Timmy Schwennerson. Puts the woodwork here at the Western Oval. Tim Schwennerson kicks his very first goal for the afternoon. But what a good one it was, Cookie.
Well, he finally steadied down. Had a look at the goal mouth. Ronnie's been doing too much of that playing on stuff. 11 goals, 14, 80 points on the board, North Geelong. They lead Corio. They've stopped 11 goals, 571. 9 points in front now, North Geelong. And Corio, have they scored for the quarter, Ronnie Brain? No, they have not.
Well, Ronnie, I'll tell you, they've
Funny game this footage has.
Good move with Alfred to centre forward, but you've got to kick it to him as well, and that's what North Geelong are doing. They're working in there, and then the little blokes, Jovanovic, look at Burns there. These little blokes have got busy in the last 10 minutes.
Yeah, Jeff Marnie got it across to Burns by a hand. Burns front kicks to half forward. Out comes Jovanovic in front and takes the mark. 75 metres out from goal. What's the play on immediately? Oh, they're running well. Here's the kick into the forward line. Bellwood takes the mark, spins around. One man forward. Bang, bang, bang. North Geelong.
Jeez. See the runners off the half-back line, Ronnie. They've come in from everywhere. Look at them now going down to congratulate each other. They've turned things around, North Geelong, and I'll tell you, this is why you can never write them off, Cookie.
Well, what a great goal, and didn't like the attitude there of Big O'Toole. Dropped the head straight away, didn't chase, but that is a bad sign for a Corio supporter. Let's hope that they can... Kenny Bone, the runner, needs to be out there and inspire his players on, because, gee whiz, that was pretty poor football for mine.
Yeah, it was pretty poor football, but at North Geelong now. It's a funny game of football we've got here today. We've seen the two sides play. We've probably played 5 different games of football here in one, Cookie.
It's unbelievable. It's up and down, up and down. I wouldn't be surprised if Corio kicked the next 5 goals. It's just been one of those games. Back into the centre of the ground, Nevada. Cornwall hardly touched the footy this quarter. He's standing there waiting with his opponent, Marnie. As on-turf goes into the ruck. Sid Jones beats him for the knockdown, actually. Players tackled there. No one can get the footy out. The umpire's got no choice. Umpire Nellis, but to come in and ball it up once more. Puts it on the turf now. On-turf does the ruck work, back wins it easily. It's back from whence it came, though. Chance for North Geelong through Bellwood to knock the ball forward. It's picked up by Dave McKinnon of Corio. Punt kicks the ball into attack, but sitting back, Malcolm Key back to centre half back takes the mark.
Craig Eves now takes a nice mark to the wing. Lovely foot pass, Malcolm Key. Sees now Eves punt long up there, Alford.
What a quarter.
A match-winning move. Neil Alford, the centre half forward, feeds off to Tony Spence, who's been very busy, and he's found Shrewenner-son.
On the angle, Ronnie wants to play on. The umpire not going to let him again. And Darren Shelley didn't want to let him again either. They're not the best of mates down there, I don't think, Shelley and Swetterson. But the umpire putting him around a very acute angle now. He's a left footer. He'll be able to run around on his left footer. Here he goes now. Runs around on the left foot. Bars at the goal mouth. And I suggest 4 points on the board. Jimmy Swetterson kicked his second goal for the quarter. And Dennis Hines has worked the coaching miracle at half-time.
He certainly has, doesn't he? Yeah, I'm very impressed with the moves that he's made, and I think with the way Swinnerson was playing, he's that class player. If he's not getting to the ball, why not get the ball to him? And I think that's the way he's looked at it. And Swinnerson, if you kick it to him, he's going to get it. I think he's just having a bit of trouble getting to it. Cookie?
13-14, 92 North Geelong. Corio 11-5, 71. Haven't scored in the third quarter, and we've gone 20 minutes, Ronnie Brain.
Back to the centre. On Turk now, on the ball for Corio, but Simon backs there, gets the ball to ground, but it's Etheridge. Butters up, but sharking it was Shane Burns in there, fighting for the leather.
He made a difference.
He is a man possessed, and he just scored one there too in that little infringement.
Oh, he'd enjoy that.
But, yes,
he loves smacking the old axe, man.
As we see now, just picking himself up very bravely. And it was the leader of the band as well. He's up there.
Bounce down, centre of the ground. Back grabs it out of the air. Spins a 25-metre hand pass back towards half forward. Chance here for Corio to defend through the agency of Ian Cockley's kicker's charge down. In goes Tim Jennings, gets one in the back. Play on the call. Chance for Corio. They've got to kick it quickly. Adam Kent does. Up towards half forward. Oh, Mark, free kick, whatever you like. The North Geelong here, Roddy Brain. And taking this one.
And he's Goko.
He's played a big quarter centre half back. Hasn't got past him.
Certainly has, and he's kicked it long up there looking at all the high flyer. Jovanovic landed heavily. Likewise did Dean Manson. Now Sergev had the ball, pulled off that. Play calls on as we see Bellwood under pressure. Quick kick up forward, but it's off the side of his boot. And you'll find it's overrun and out of bounds from the full right on half back flank.
If you're going for the ball and you Shane Burns is there to shepherd, you'd be pretty happy. Cookie, wouldn't you? Cookie?
Yes, certainly would. Ian Cockrell now takes the free kick from half-back, kicks towards centre wing. Kick's not a bad one either because he's got a teammate coming down the very quick left foot towards half-forward by Darren McNamara. Off the pack, it's read brilliantly by Nevada Cornwall. They need a goal. He fires into the goal mouth. It's got to bounce the right way. It's too far offline, and 1 point only is the score.
Yes, badly needed a goal there, Cats.
Done a good job, Jamie Marnie on Nevada Cornwall. That was his first kick for the quarter, so they're the sort of players that Corio need to get mobile if they're going to get themselves back into this game.
North Geelong lead by 20 points. As the ball's kicked back into play, at towards the grandstand flank, back as the target. He takes the mark in front of McNamara. Wants to play on quickly. He's got a man across the centre of the ground there in Jeff Marnie, who couldn't trap it. The ball from Etheridge goes across the Boyle. Gives it to Dave McKinnon. He has to fire as the player comes at him. Long kick from the counter-hand. This has broken the drought, I think. Lovely goal. They needed it badly. They were trailing by 20 points after leading very well at half-time. They've kicked their first goal for the third quarter at the 22-minute mark.
Yes, Andy Newton's goal for the Corio Devils. They've now moved to 12-5, 12-6, 78 points. Trailing North Geelong, 13-14, 92, 14 points for the margin. As you called, Cookie, 24 minutes gone to the third and vital quarter on the Taco Bell scoreboard.
A slow-moving final stands at the MCG, and Footscray leads 18-14, 121 by 25 points. North Melbourne, 14-15, 99.
That was good play by McKernan there off the wing, worked through forward, received the handball. Good play from the Corio side.
Back to the centre bounce. On Turk goes up, knocks it down to Nevada Cornwall. It came up his boot. He couldn't handle it. In they go, Corio. Got the chance to get it out to the agency of Cousins. Beat, but on this occasion by Marnie. That's Jeff Marnie. Punt kicks to half forward. Back goes Ian Cockrell. Can't hold the mark for Corio. Over the top, the hand pass from Spencer's a good one. He sets off with 3. Has to kick it in a hurry. Here's the chance for Jovanovic carrying the footy. Oh, out comes Shelley. Did it well. The ball filled the Spence. Have a look at Spencer. Shot for goal. Sensational goal by Spence. Magnificent goal on the left boot. Under a lot of pressure, threw it on the foot from 40 metres out with high in the air, Brady, and it sailed through.
Tony Spence kicks his second 6-point header this afternoon and gives those Magpies, I correct myself, 3 goals, Tony Spence. It's the Pies now 14-98, 20-point lead over Corio, 12-6. 78-20, 5 minutes gone of the third term.
Okay, final stanza. Waverley Park, St Kilda leads by 36, and at Princes Park, Carlton leads by 13.
Back to the centre here. Actually, your Cousins went up and got the knockdown. It ran past Nevada Cornwall. Taken by Malcolm Keats in the centre. Burns gets the hand pass across well to Vac. And Vac kicks long towards half forward. Up goes Jevanovic. Can't take the mark on this occasion. He comes in. Cockrell doing a bit of defensive stuff down there. Pushes the ball out wide. It's out of bounds before Greg Bellwood can gather the football in. And we'll have a boundary throw in. Right forward pocket, the city end of the ground. 78 plays, 98. 20 points the difference. Giant quarter by North Geelong. And they're right back in the game. They're controlling the traffic out there, Brainy, as the boundary umpire puts it back into play.
Jones flies high, can't take the ball, but Jeff Marnie can for the Pies. On the left foot, screws it right across the face of goal. The ball now sits pretty well for McKinnon. Under pressure from Eves, gets a quick kick down to centre wing. Picked up a good 30 metres for his side, but the ball is over the line and out of bounds. Right on centre wing position out of sight here at the Western Oval. We mentioned North Geelong has made a miraculous recovery in this third term and lead now by 20 points after trailing by something like 24 points at half-time.
Giant turnaround. Boundary umpire throws it back into play. Up goes Cousins, flips it over the top. He's looking there for Ettridge. He's pushed off the footy on this occasion by Ivan Pastovic. In goes Pastovic, gets a little hand pass out wide, over the line out of bounds, boundary throw in. Centre wing position, far side of the ground, and a big turnaround by North Geelong in the third quarter, and it's come about through Skoko at half-back, through Alford at half-forward, Swenderson in the goal square, and Simon Black controlling the centre square.
Well, what can Corio do, fellas?
Got to run.
That's a good call, Cookie. And there he is, McKinnon, doing a fair bit of it in this third quarter. He's kicked on this occasion, can't find the target there of Philip Boyle, who was dominant in that first half of football with 5, and a great mark, Angie Skoko, who kicks long and wide out there to the outer-side centre wing. But Jimmy Onturk, he just puts the big arms up and says, thank you very much.
Onturk now punt kicks the ball towards half forward. Up from back and pack, no one able to take much. Cornwall's a chance at the back. It's knocked away from Cornwall. Goes close to the fence over there on the far side of the ground. In comes Dave McKernan, who certainly kept going in this third quarter. But the ball beats him. He's opponent over the line and out of bounds. Boundary throw in. Half forward flank position. Corio in attack. We've played 26 minutes of the third quarter. And I suggest Corio need a couple of quick goals running to get themselves back into the game.
They certainly do, as we see working hard now again. McKinnon gives it to McNamara. Over the swampy Marshall. Had a dirty third quarter, Marshy. The great tackle's been applied. And if they're consistent, which they are here this afternoon, the umpires, they're rewarding good tackles. And I think you'll find Nevada Cornwall is rewarded with that effort.
The Devils captain punt kicks the ball into the forward line. There's 3 plays, 1 back here. North Geelong doing it too easy out of defence. Skoko grabs it and kicks the ball towards centre wing position. Chance for Jovanovic. Gathers it well. Does well to Jovanovic in front of McNamara on this occasion. Tumbles the punt towards the half forward line. The bounce is cruel for many players. Tim Jennings good enough to go back and get it. Hand pass towards McNamara. And he steadies to play down McNamara. Kicks to Boyle who marks just defensive side of centre wing. Sells the dummy well does Boyle. And now runs his 10 metres and spirals the punt kick about 70 metres. But not much good there, son, because he kicked it straight in the arms of Stewie Harvin, who takes the mark, gets the hand pass across, and North Geelong are out of attack towards the centre wing as Cousins grabs it, chips in well, sells a dummy, sells another one, he might have run too far, free kick paid for too high, umpire, let play go on now as Cousins punt kicks in towards Cornwall, can't mark, it's all North Geelong back there again, Harvin gets back well, McKinnon it was down there, couldn't take the mark, and Harvin leads it through for a rush behind.
Tassie would not have been better than in that situation for Johnny Cousins to go back and steady pursuit him down and take his shit.
Oh, he didn't have much down there. Boothroyd was up there with him. He didn't have a big man down there. Probably done the right thing in the end, Ronnie.
Okay, Coco is bringing the ball back into play. Looks there for back, but over the back of the back, taking a nice mark for the Corio.
He's lifted his work rate too, Ronnie.
Yes, Aaron McNamara.
He's picked up in the last 5 minutes, trying to lead from the front.
No 50-metre penalty there. Copped a bit of treatment. Oh, the pass to Boyle was a bit too well weighted. Back like a rover. Spun around the blind two, but lost the football. As we see now, McKinnon working hard. Goes in again, gets it out there to the little fella Manson, and that's Paul. Shows some dash, looks up the ground, the leaders on. Cornwall couldn't take the mark. Now we see breaking clear for the North Geelong side is Jamie Marnie, who goes short to that outer side to Craig Eves, back to Marnie, and they're doing it quite comfortably, the Magpies.
Away goes Marnie now on the right foot. There's no one home at all here in the centre of the ground. Greg Cock will drop one he would have liked to have taken. They're going to get out of it here through the agency of Cousins. Always playing in the tackle. Gets the hand pass away to On-Turk. On-Turk now turns. Spins. Kicks towards half-ball. They need a mark down here. Up goes Boothroyd, and umpires played a free kick. I think it might be going Corio's way, Ron.
Yeah, Boothroyd's
and Boothroyd's going to take the free kick. It was against Shane Burns. He ran at him with his eyes off the ball as Boothroyd come out, knocked him off the ball. Free kick was there.
Thanks, Tassie. Well picked up. And Rod Boothroyd, if he ever needed to kick a goal for Corio, he's kicked over 100 for the year. They need this one badly because 79 plays 98. North Geelong have got away this quarter. Sensational third quarter by the Magpies. As we wait on Rodney Boothroyd, he takes his time as always. Distance, not a problem. Accuracy, the worry. Oh, he's hooked it to the left side. Suggests goal umpire moves right across. 1.0 into the legs. And Boothroyd's personal tally goes to 1 goal too. Tassie can't afford to miss those ones.
There is a bit of trouble too, Corio. They've got two boys cramping at the moment. I see out the other side. In the middle there is On-Turk's got cramp, and also out the other side of the ground for them is Ettridge. He's got it also.
Play Geese brings the ball back into play. Looks for the big fella to Simon back at member's side, half back, but Adam Kent rises to the occasion and kicks the half forward. But Stewie Hardiman was there for the Magpies and actually see the ball go O-line and out of bounds. Around 30 metres from the Corio goal. 31 minutes of travel of this third term. 80 points, plays 98. North Geelong's favour.
8 goals to 1 this quarter. North Geelong had a big one. Here's the chance. Might be Furs is putting on the foot. Going to go close to out of bounds on the floor. Does go out of bounds on the floor.
Oh, there's a bit of a blow on.
The siren's gone. The player, there's a bit of a blow on here, Bronny Brain.
Yeah.
At the three-quarter time siren. Some players moving away from it, some moving right into it. Few players in there throwing a bit of weather. And also, well, they haven't got boxing gloves on. Would have been led to that.
Well, Malcolm Key and Greg Cock were just congratulating each other, I would suggest. I don't think it'll get much more out of hand.
This could get out of hand, Ron, because there's a few officials and spectators getting into the act now. The last thing we need is a flu at three-quarter time. Now, Corio players walking away from it now. And a little bit of upsetness, you might call it. Upsetness. Is there such a word, Brady? I've just invented it, I think.
You just created one, Cookie.
That's 14-14, 98 North Geelong. Leading Corio 12 goals, 8-80. 3 goals the difference. North Geelong will turn a 4-goal deficit into a 3-goal